quickly introduce myself. My name is Nadila Sektaviani from 12 Science 1. First of all, let me thank you all for seeing my presentation today. And as you can see on the screen or on the title, our topic today is news item text, which is going to be very beneficial for you in future. So, let's get started. Definition of news item. News item is a text which informs readers about events of the day. The events are considered newsworthy or important. Jadi, news item adalah teks yang menginformasikan pembaca tentang peristiwa hari ini. Peristiwa itu dianggap layak diberitakan atau penting. Purpose of news item: to inform the readers about newsworthy or important events of the day, or to present information the readers about newsworthy or important events of the day. Jadi, tujuan news item adalah untuk memberitahu pembaca tentang acara yang layak diberitakan atau penting hari ini. Atau bisa juga untuk menyajikan informasi kepada para pembaca tentang peristiwa-peristiwa yang layak diberitakan atau penting hari ini. Generic structure of news item. First, newsworthy events. It recounts the event in summary form. Second, background event. They elaborate what happened, to whom, in what circumstance. Third, sources. Comments by participants in, witnesses to, and authorities expert on the event. Struktur kebahasaan news item. Pertama, newsworthy event, atau suka disebut juga dengan main event. Bagian ini adalah bagian yang menceritakan atau berisi berita mengenai peristiwa atau kejadian inti yang biasanya ditulis dalam bentuk ringkasan. Kedua, background events. Bagian ini merupakan bagian yang menceritakan latar belakang peristiwa atau kejadian, siapa yang terlibat, dan lokasi kejadian. Dan yang ketiga ada sources. Bagian terakhir, yaitu menceritakan tentang komentar, saksi kejadian, pendapat para ahli, dan sebagainya mengenai peristiwa atau kejadian yang diberitakan. Language features of news item. 1. Focusing on circumstance. Using a simple language in writing the text. 2. Using saying verb. The example is, she said, informed, told, and reported. 3. Using action verb. The example is, kill, argue, break, and buy. 4. Using adverb. Time, place, and manner. 5. Using material process. The example is, in South Korea, the flower blossom in the summer. Ciri-ciri kebahasaan di news item text. 1. Fokus terhadap kejadian. Artinya, yang dibicarakan dalam teks adalah kasus khusus yang teraktual. Bahasa yang digunakan yaitu padat, singkat, dan jelas. Yang kedua, using saying verb, atau kata kerja yang berupa penyampaian informasi, seperti diberitakan, dikatakan, dikutip, mengatakan, memberitakan, mengutip. Yang ketiga, using action verb, atau kata kerja yang menunjukkan aktivitas. Yang keempat, using adverb. Dalam bagian ini berisi penulisan berita, biasanya terdapat penjelasan tanggal atau hari dan tempat kejadian peristiwa tersebut. Yang kelima, using material process, atau menggunakan kata kerja yang merujuk pada kegiatan fisik atau ragawi. Misalkan, in South Korea, the flower blossom in the summer. Artinya, di Korea Selatan, bunganya mekar di musim panas. Example of news item text. Di sini saya sudah mencantumkan satu contoh tentang news item text dan sudah saya bagi menjadi beberapa bagian menurut generic structure-nya. If you any question, I am happy to answer them. Okay, maybe I think enough. Thank you for watching.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hilda Fadila from 12 Social 2. Kali ini Hilda akan ngebahas tentang asking help and offering help. Asking help adalah suatu ungkapan dalam bahasa Inggris yang sering digunakan untuk meminta bantuan kepada orang lain. Sedangkan offering help adalah suatu ungkapan dalam bahasa Inggris untuk menawarkan sesuatu kepada orang lain. Jenis kata yang digunakan untuk asking help dan offering help adalah can, may, could, could. Example, asking for help. 1. Can you help me? Dapatkah kamu membantu saya? 2. May I go home early? Bolehkah saya pulang lebih awal? 3. Could you help me? Dapatkah kamu membantuku? 4. Could you mind bring my bag? Keberatankah kamu membawa tas saya? Example, offering help. Can I help you? Dapatkah saya membantumu? May I help you? Bolehkah saya membantumu? Responding, accepting atau listening. Accepting atau menerima, asking for help, kita bisa menjawab okay and sure. Sedangkan untuk offering help, kita bisa menjawab yes please and then okay. The listening atau menolak, kita bisa menjawab dalam asking for help, sorry I'm busy. And then untuk offering help, kita bisa menjawab no, thanks. Thank you everyone, and then see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Fatir Al-Jihad. I am from class 12 Science 1. I will explain here about the caption. You know what a caption is? What is a caption text? Caption text is brief description, heading or title that identify or introduce a document, graphic, photograph or table. Generic structure of caption: the title, the lead, section heading. Language feature: exclamation, question, adjective phrase, personal phrase. What is the caption function? For helping readers or viewers to understand more information that might not. Role of writing a caption: supply specific information, use a present tense on the first sentence. Captions are written in a complete sentence, clearly identify the people and location in the photo. Identify the person from left to right. How to write caption text? First, observe the picture or video you will give the caption. Second, find out the message that will be sent from the picture before you write caption. 3. Write sentence or phrase under picture. Okay guys, I think it's enough. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Wassalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dea Fadila from 12 Social 1. How is it going? I hope you're doing well. First of all, I want to say sorry about my bad voice because I'm not in a good condition, but you guys have to take care of your health, okay? Okay, let's back to the topic. So now, I want to explain you guys about invitation. What is invitation? Invitation means written or verbal request inviting someone to go somewhere or to do something. Invitation has several meanings. Invitation can be an act of inviting, a socialization, requesting of a person, company, an invitation to a party, to a dinner, or to visit a friend. The social function of invitation. Practically, the main function of invitation is asking or requesting someone to go to a place, do something, or participate in certain event. People also use the invitation when they have something and need to help. They will invite someone to come and ask them to help. Because invitation card is sent for public purpose, the invitation design is very carefully thought. By giving good design, the invitation will make good impression. The types of invitation. When we take a look on several invitations which are close to our life, we will find two types of invitation. As many typical printed or spoken documents, invitation can be: first, formal invitation. This type of invitation has a meaning in official senses. It is written by institution or company. Due to its formality, such typical invitation seems to tie the people whom are invited. Second, informal invitation. This kind of invitation is found a lot in social interaction. The informal invitation can be written or spoken and commonly given or addressed to family member, friend, mate, or ex. I think that's all that I can explain in this video. So, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Agni Puja Handayani. I am from 12 Sense 2. That is time I will explain procedure text. Let's go.
Procedure text. Procedure text is a text containing a goal and steps about how to make or do something.
Teks prosedur, teks yang berisi tujuan dan langkah-langkah tentang bagaimana membuat atau melakukan sesuatu.
Generic structure 1M goal yang biasa disebut tujuan. Second, ingredients materials biasa disebut dengan bahan-bahan. The last steps or methods biasa disebut dengan langkah-langkah. Dan yang terakhir adalah Guagi features. One, using imperatif.
Yang pertama menggunakan kata kerja.
Second, using simple present tense. Next, using connective of sequence. The last, ada numbering.
Thanks for watching. Semoga bermanfaat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A few moments later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Naryani from class 12 Social 2. I will explain about native text. Definition of native text. Native text is a type of text in the form of fantasy stories, fabricated true stories, or fairy tales. Native text tells a story that has a chronological sequence of events that are interconnected. Structure of native text: 1. Orientation, 2. Complication, 3. Reorientation, 4. Coda. Language element: 1. Noun, 2. Past tense, 3. Action verbs, 4. Saying and thinking verbs. Types of native text. Native text can be imaginary or factual. Here is an example of the genre from native text: 1. Fairy tale, 2. Mystery, 3. Romance, 4. Horror, 5. Myth and legend, 6. History, 7. Slice of life, and so on. Characteristic of narrative text: 1. Using action verbs in the form of past tense, 2. Using a specific noun as a personal pronoun, 3. Using adjective that form noun phrase, 4. Using a conjunction to short events. That is all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Denny Aristianto dari kelas 12 IPA 1. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan mengenai cause and effect. Arti dari cause and effect adalah sebab dan akibat, yaitu suatu kalimat majemuk yang memiliki sebab dan dapat menimbulkan akibat. Cause berarti sesuatu yang terjadi, sedangkan effect merupakan konsekuensi atau akibat dari adanya kejadian tersebut. Biasanya, kalimat ini bercirikan kata atau frasa penanda yang disebut konektor. Cause and effect terbagi menjadi dua, yaitu disertai kata noun, verb, or clause. Cause and effect plus noun memiliki konektor due to, owing to, because of, as a result of, as a consequence of. Rumus yang pertama, connector plus cause plus effect. For example, owing to her kindness, Nurul gave her a gift. Rumus yang kedua yaitu effect plus connector plus cause. For example, she was late because of her bad sleeping habit. Cause and effect plus verb or clause memiliki konektor because, since, for, therefore, consequently, as a result. For example, because her brother lives in Bandung, she has visited him every month.
Oh my God! Wow!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, how are you today? My name is Tina Nurhaliza, class 12, Social 2. Here I will explain the material about procedure text. What is procedure text? Procedure text is a kind of text that shows a series of order of making something, doing something, or getting somewhere. Divide of procedure text, recipe, and manual. First, recipe procedure text explain how to make those salads. What is recipe procedure text? 1. It is a part of procedure text. 2. It is a list of ingredients and a set of instructions that tell you how to cook something. General structure of recipe, goal or aim. It contains the purpose, how to make something, ingredient. This part describes the element we need to make something. Step or method. This part describes the set of instruction. Language feature of recipe. 1. Using simple present tense. 2. Using adverbial of speech of using temporal adjective. 3. Using imperative sentence or command. 4. Using adverb of time to express detail of time. The purpose of recipe. It is used to describe how something is made in which step. It provides a series of steps in which that explain the reader how to make something. The communicative purpose of the text is to tell the step of making something. Manual procedure text explains 6 steps of handwash technique. What is manual procedure text? It is part of procedure text. It is a book or pamphlet that contains explanation about how something should be done in each step. Generic structure of manual. Goal or aim. It contains the purpose of doing or operating something. Material. This part describes the tool we need to do make or operating something. Instruction. This part describes the set of instruction. The purpose of manual. It is used to describe how something is done in speech. It provides a series of steps in speech that explain the reader how to do something. The communicative purpose of the step of making or doing something. Language feature of manual. 1. Using simple present tense. 2. Using adverbial of speech or using temporal adjective. 3. Using imperative sentence or command. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Ifadila dari kelas 12 Di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang procedure text. What is procedure text? Procedure text is a form of English text that describes the step in doing something. Departing from the calling dictionary, procedure text is a way of doing something, especially the usual or correct way. Meanwhile, based on what was quote from Merriam-Webster, procedure are specific ways of getting something done or acting. It can be concluded, procedure text is one of type English text which contain method or step to do something. Jadi dapat disimpulkan, teks prosedur merupakan salah satu jenis teks bahasa Inggris yang berisi metode atau langkah-langkah dalam melakukan sesuatu. Procedure text structure. First, goal or aim. Generally in procedure text, the objective is started in the title or heading. For example, how to make a simple fried rice. Jadi sebelum melakukan membuat prosedur teks, kita membutuhkan yang namanya tujuan. Number 2, materials. We can use words like material, tools, or ingredients when describing what is needed to perform a procedure. For example, ingredients, garlic, onion, and eggs. Number 3, step or method. This section describes the step or mean or action to achieve the result of goal. We can use sequence such as first, second, third, and so on. For example, use the rule to make a triangle on color. Lalu berikut contoh prosedur teks. How to make a simple fried rice. Ingredients: a bowl of white rice, an egg, 2 cloves garlic, 2 cloves shallot, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon sweet soy sauce, half a cup fried chicken slice, 5 red chilies, 2 tablespoon cooking oil, 1 sausage slice, 2 slice tomato, 2 slice cucumber. Step 1. Blend garlic, shallot, chilies, and salt until smooth. Heat cooking oil. This is a step. Blend garlic, shallot, chilies, and salt until smooth. Heat cooking oil on pan. Add the blended ingredient and saute for a while. Crack an egg on pan, stir it for. Add rice and sweet soy sauce, stir well, and slice chicken and sausage. Stir well again. Turn off the stove and move the rice to the plate. And the slice of cucumber and tomato. Serve will hot. Sekian dari saya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Febrianti from class 12 Social 2. Hello everyone, I will explain about recount text. Definition of recount text. Recount is the text which retells event of experience in the past. Jadi recount text adalah sebuah teks yang menceritakan kembali kejadian atau pengalaman di masa lampau. Generic structure of recount text ada 3. Yang pertama, orientation. It gives the readers the background information need to understand the next, such a war was involved, where it happened, and when it happened. Yang kedua, events. A series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. Yang ketiga, reorientation. A personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. Purpose of recount text: to retell past experience. The characteristic or language feature of recount text: using the simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Using temporal sequence, misalnya on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. Focus on specific participant, contohnya I writer. Using the conjunction such as then, before, after, dan lain sebagainya. Using action verb, misalnya when, instead. Example of recount text. Being late. Last morning, Siska, my room, woke up late and she had to go to campus. When she wanted to take her motorcycle, in fact, she couldn't move is because there were some motorcycles that blocked up her motorcycle. She tried to move all of the motorcycles so that her motorcycle could move from the garage, but she couldn't do it. Then she called Adele who hid motorcycle which blocked it up. After that, her friend who had to that motorcycle helped her. Finally, she could move her motorcycle and rode it to go to campus. Sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A few moments later.
Hi everyone, my name is Davina Fuji Azara from 12 Science 1, and here I want to explain about narrative text. Let's start it! What is narrative text? Apa sih narrative text itu? A narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people. Jadi, narrative text itu adalah cerita imajinatif yang bertujuan untuk menghibur orang. Narrative text biasanya berupa cerita imajinasi atau fiktif ya. The social function and the purpose atau tujuan. The social function and the purpose of the narrative text is to amuse or entertain the readers with a story. Jadi, tujuan dari naratif teks itu untuk menghibur si pembaca. And then, general structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, the second is complication, the third is resolution, and the fourth is reorientation. Yuk kita bahas bagian pertama, orientation. It is about the opening paragraph with the characters of the story are introduced, yaitu berisi tentang paragraf pembuka di mana karakter cerita diperkenalkan. Dan yang kedua, complication, where the problems in the story is developed, di mana permasalahan muncul dan mulai berkembang. Yang ketiga, resolution, where the problem in the story is solved, the problem or the crisis is resolved either in happy ending or sad ending. Masalah sudah terselesaikan dan berakhir dengan kebahagiaan ataupun kesedihan. Dan yang terakhir, reorientation, suatu cerita yang bersifat optional, bisa berisi tentang pesan moral, pengajaran, ataupun saran. Yuk kita lanjut ke language features atau ciri kebahasaan. Yang pertama ada past tense, kata kerja bentuk lampau. For example, they live in a village. He was a poor farmer, dan lain-lain. Yang kedua, ada action verb, kata kerja aktif. Contohnya, went, walk, sang, slept, drove, dan lain-lain. Dan yang terakhir, ada conjunction, atau kata penghubung. Contohnya, then, soon, before, after, as soon as. Well, I think it's enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wow!
Hello everyone, my name is Mutiara Nurul Islamia. I'm from class 12 Science 1. In this video, I will explain the material about recount text. What is recount text? Recount text is a text that retells a story, an experience, or an event that happened in the past. Jadi, teks recount adalah teks yang menceritakan kembali cerita, pengalaman, atau kejadian yang telah terjadi di masa lampau. Recount text is divided into three. First, biography, menceritakan tentang riwayat hidup seorang tokoh. Second, historical recount, menceritakan peristiwa bersejarah yang terjadi pada masa lalu. And the last one, experience, menceritakan pengalaman pribadi penulis. The function of recount text are to tell experiences in which the writer was personally involved. Jadi, untuk menceritakan pengalaman yang dialami langsung oleh penulis. To inform the readers by telling the past event historically and achievement in a person's life. untuk memberikan informasi kepada pembaca tentang peristiwa penting yang pernah terjadi di masa lalu dan menceritakan pencapaian yang diraih seseorang dalam hidupnya. And to chronicle past event regard has historically significant, untuk mengurutkan waktu kejadian di masa lampau. Generic structure of recount text. First, orientation tells who is involved in the story, when, where, and why the story happens. Pada bagian orientation menjelaskan tentang siapa yang terlibat dalam cerita, kapan, di mana, dan mengapa peristiwa tersebut terjadi. Second, series of events tells what happened in the story, menjelaskan apa yang terjadi di dalam cerita. And the last one, reorientation, optional, tells the conclusion of the story, yang menceritakan kesimpulan dari cerita. Ini adalah contoh recount text. Paragraf pertama, orientation, kedua, event, ketiga, reorientation. Language features of recount text. First, introducing personal participant. For example, I, my group. Second, using chronological connection, like then, first. Third, using linking verb, was and where. Fourth, using action verb, subject sent, took. And using simple past tense, forgot, imagine. Okay, that's all my explanation about recount text. Stay healthy and see you. Have a nice day.